Welcome, Hunters. So another Reddit post caught my attention about exposing fake ghost shows. So I wanted to share it with you briefly in just a sec. All right, welcome back, Hunters, to the slowest growing channel on YouTube.
It's not very good.
I'm just kidding. Thank you for all the new subscribers. Thank you guys for taking your time to watch my videos. I genuinely, sincerely appreciate it. And if you like the content, please like, subscribe, share with your friends. It'll really help me out and it's really appreciated. Thank you. So this post caught my attention. I know that I promised we were going to do some Zach Bagans videos, the Skinwalker pilot episode for the new season, and House Calls 2. But this kind of popped up out of nowhere, and I just wanted to share it with you. So without further delay, let's get into the topic of today's video. All right, so let's get into the Reddit post. So I'm going to go into the box so you can take a look for the post for yourself. I already have it queued up for you. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to caveat this real quick. I'm going to make a couple caveats here. I don't know if any of these are true, so take this with a grain of salt. And also, I don't think any of us watch any of these programs to confirm or deny the afterlife. But what I do know about these posts are some of them are extremely entertaining. So that being said, also, I am a paranormal investigator myself. I do not necessarily believe in some of these posts. They talk about a lot of haunted locations and these people going to these supposed haunted locations. Now, I personally don't believe you need to go to a famous haunted location.
That place is nasty. It's haunted.
To find and encounter spirits or paranormal activity. I believe spirit activity can be anywhere. But that's just my personal belief. But most of these comments are about supposed well-known haunted locations. So I'm just pointing that out because anyone that lives in their house can sit in their house, go, oh, my house is haunted. It's so much crazy stuff going on because the house could just be old or whatever the case may be.
This house is haunted? No.
But I'm just saying most of these comments are regarding well-known locations and very well-known programs like the ones I put on my segue. Dead Files, Ghost Adventures, Ghost Hunters, Paranormal State, that sort of thing. So that being said, that out of the way, the title of the Reddit post is People Who Have Worked on Those Fake Ghost Hunter TV Shows, What Goes On Behind the Scenes. Now, I'm not going to get crazy into reading these, but this first one, immediately, I read it and I was like, yeah, that sounds like something that could absolutely be true. She goes, I haven't worked on one, but one was done at a bar near my house that was supposedly haunted. Now, we all know there's a lot of these big programs that have investigated many of these old bars and saloons that are supposedly haunted. Everything was based on flying things, glasses, falling off shelves, beverages, hoses, flying off their places they're held, etc. The crew proved there were ghosts by setting up a mock bar scene and putting salt around the bottom of all the glasses and left for the night with the cameras rolling, I'm assuming. Sure enough, the footage showed all the glasses cups moving around and the salt barriers were all disrupted. It was like 100% of the glasses had moved in some shape or form. What the effing show failed to mention is that the bar is literally under an overpass for a train. And at a train station, the moving items are just because the trains are coming by and the building is about 50 foot from the train tracks. So what they're saying is, what she's saying, I guess, Rhinosaur, maybe he, is saying that the vibration from the trains is what caused the glasses to move. And the show did not mention that. Now, again, a lot of these posts will point out that they're trying to establish ordinary events as paranormal. Now, as a professional program,
Amateur or professional?
Professional.
I know that you've got to be under pressure by your sponsors and your producers to produce evidence of the paranormal. So I can absolutely understand them interpreting anything they encounter as paranormal. Oh, look at that. It's a ghost. It's a ghost. Because they want to be successful. They want to sell advertising space. Then there's one post here The one that was the poster is deleted, and this is 3 years ago now. So this has been going on a while. It says, I worked on one for about a week, and they had a psychic there. Now, I'm just going to give you the synopsis of this. The psychic was basically kind of an a-hole kind of guy. He goes in. They were at the base station where they had the monitor set up. The guy was walking through. He felt a breeze, screamed at everyone, please come up here. Let's start rolling. It's a ghost.
I'm sensing something psychic.
And he was so overbearing and egocentrical and kind of arrogant. And finally, one of the associate directors said, it's not a ghost, man. The window's open. The window's open in the next room.
The window is open.
So the guy got offended by it, started telling everybody they were amateurs, didn't know what they were talking about, and that sort of thing. Again, these mediums and these people, this could be the power of suggestion as well as pressure to produce evidence. They could just think they're in a haunted house. They feel a cold breeze go by, and voila, it's a ghost.
What was that? A ghost?
So I understand the power of suggestion as well. Says ghost hunters did a show in an episode in a large old building where I work. Rather not say the name. They got in the lift, and every time the lift moved, it had a little jolt on it. So when the cast of ghost hunters got in it and it made that jerking motion, they all expressed that they had experienced paranormal, supernatural activity. And the guy is saying, no, that's just because the lift has always done that and it needs to be repaired. And there's some lengthy posts on here. Most of them are from 3 years ago. So this post is not recent by no means. It was just brought to my attention recently, like I said, via YouTube. Was recommended to me a video, and it was about this post. So I wanted to share it with you guys so you can check it out for yourself. Another one here. Again, I'm not going to read it verbatim, but the lady worked at a property. It was a property company. They had one property where a woman managed it, where she was a receptionist. She was eccentric, and she felt that the place was haunted.
What was that?
She called a ghost hunting show or paranormal group, and they showed up to film. She bounced. She decided she didn't want to be part of the show, and they showed up. They couldn't get in, and the owner of the property got billed for their time because they couldn't get in, and they showed up and they felt they were invited, where she really had no permission to do this. And so I thought, so it says the crew was ghosted by the nutty receptionist.
She's ghosting.
She's what?
So that is extraordinarily amusing in my opinion. And again, there are many experiences here about people actually working as original ghost hunters. It says, I'm a fan of the original ghost hunters, where they would continuously prove that ghosts or hauntings didn't exist and present their findings to the homeowners to provide them relief. Even the main guy never admitted to hauntings. That was their thing. Once they got super popular, they turned into just a normal ghost hunting show. I want a show to be part of it. So this guy's basically saying he was part of a show that had empaths, and I think he worked for ghost hunters, and they would go in and find nothing in these homes. And then once they started telling the people that, once it got habit that they were telling the people there were no ghosts there, the producers and the sponsors were like, man, we need a little bit more action here. So then they were like, oh yeah, the ghost is there, but he's friendly. Don't worry about it. It's cool. And anybody's ever watched Ghost Hunters know what I'm talking about. So I can't tell you how many times Jason sat down and people was like, man, you got a ghost here, but he's cool. Don't worry about it. Just live with the ghost. It'll be all right. That used to knock me off my chair, and I'd be like, what?
We recommend that Dale and Sophia find a way to coexist with and maybe even embrace the restless souls that share their space.
But yeah, Jason would do that a lot. He would say, don't worry about it, the ghost is cool. He's not going to hurt you. Just hang out with the ghost. I can't tell you how many times I saw him say that. So, and I think another thing with ghost hunters, if you guys remember, and I'm not going to go on because I want to make this video short, but another thing they used to say in the original show, when they caught orbs or light anomalies, like orbs don't count.
Come on, Rick. Orbs and goblets, this is your thing.
It's nothing. It means nothing. It's just lint It's camera flare, whatever. But then on the later seasons, look at that ghost. See it? It's a big round ghost and it's floating around the room.
It's a ghost.
So that was another thing that they changed as ghost hunters evolved and became more popular, that the evidence that they accepted became, the threshold became lower. So anyway, but there is a lot of things here. And I mean, there's some very long posts here, very long. But some of this is very entertaining. The receptionist ghosting the ghost hunters was great. Then there was a guy here. I can't find it now, but this guy was working as a maintenance worker on property. They showed up to do an investigation. They asked him about his experience. He says, "Man, I've never experienced anything here. I've been working here 15 years. I've been the caretaker. I've never seen anything." And they're like, "Well, here's $15. Have you seen anything?"
Here, money. I'll give you money.
Guy goes, "Oh yeah, the ghosts everywhere."
It goes everywhere.
So you get what I'm saying.
Oh my.
So again, I'm gonna come out of the box, but you got to check this post out. I'm gonna run up to the top one more time. It's extremely entertaining, and if you're a fan of the popular large ghost hunting shows, then you're gonna find something that's basically, you're gonna find a post involving your favorite show: Dead Files, Ghost Adventures, Paranormal State, even Ryan and oh my goodness, the Ghost Files guys, Ryan and Shane, even they're in here. And Ryan and Shane, I don't know if you guys ever watch those. One guy's a believer, the other guy's a skeptic. They go in, there are a lot of shenanigans. They scream, they stomp, they holler. What I understand is some of the owners of the property that they investigated have become, had displeasure with their behavior. And some of it is sophomoric, but it's entertaining nonetheless. But again, I don't think any of us watch these programs to confirm or deny our belief in the afterlife. We just want to be entertained. And Shane and Ryan definitely are entertaining. Unless you're a zealot and you're a true believer. Because if you are, then Shane will definitely get on your nerves. Because if he walked up and looked at a ghost in the face, he would say it's not a ghost. That's just his personality. So if that bothers you, then don't watch Ghost Files. Because Shane will definitely get on your nerves if you're a true believer, because he doesn't believe anything. But he's entertaining nonetheless. So this is the name of the post. It's called "People Who Have Worked on Those Fake Ghost Hunter TV Shows. What Goes On Behind the Scenes." Now, I'm going to come out of the box. I think I said that before, but I am coming out of the box. Now, I'm coming out of the box. And I'm going to leave this video at that because, and I'm just going to summarize that A, I understand the pressure for a commercial show to produce evidence and not to be boring. And B, power of suggestion. You go in there and you already have a preconceived notion that it's haunted. So everything you experience in there is a ghost. So the cupboards opening, cool breezes, creaking stairs, walking, the whole 9 yards. Anything is paranormal because they've already told you it's super haunted. And like if you go into Waverly Hills Sanatorium, you're going to see a ghost because everybody tells you it's haunted. But if you go into a hotel that may actually be haunted, but you don't know anything about it, it's the Holiday Inn in Richmond, Virginia, and there's 6 murders there or whatever. I'm not saying there were, I'm just saying, and you have no knowledge of it. It could be very haunted, and you go in there and you don't see anything and you don't feel anything because you're not aware of it. So there could be ghosts walking all over the place. But I'm just using Richmond, Virginia as an example. I don't know of any hauntings in Richmond, Virginia, but I'm sure there are. So, and again, I personally believe that hauntings and spirits can be anywhere. It doesn't have to be anywhere popular. I think you can encounter spirits and haunting and paranormal activity everywhere. So anyway, with that being said, leave me your comments about what you might think about these shows, the pressure they're under to produce evidence, what you might think about the power of suggestion. If you've had any experiences editing for a program or being part of a program, please comment, let me know, because I'm interested. Also, I'm going to ask this too. Leave me a comment what you really think about spirits. What's your thought about spirits? Do you believe in spirits? Do you believe spirits ascend immediately after death? Do you think they could be trapped on Earth? What are you guys' feelings about that? because I often wanted to go out in the street, do like a man on the street and say, hey, do you believe in ghosts? I might actually do that, but I think I'm going to wait till Halloween so I don't look so weird doing it and say, hey, do you believe in ghosts? And see what people say. So I might actually do that for the Halloween special. Just kind of go out to a public square somewhere and go, hey, do you believe in ghosts? And see what people say. And they may be a little bit more open and accepting of that sort of line of questioning being at Halloween. But anyway, so leave me your comments. Let me know, haunters. And I hope you enjoy a little bit of look at the Reddit post. So leave me a comment and again, check out the Reddit post for yourself and let me know what you think about the Reddit post and any comments you have. I appreciate it. And don't worry, don't despair. I am going to do the Zach. I think I'm going to do the house calls video first, but don't despair. I am going to do the Zach Bagans video. So all of those haunters that are looking forward to that, don't despair. I'm going to get to it. All right, haunters, be good to each other. Take care of one another. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you on the next one.